comment, like, and subscribe. We're gonna get 300 subs soon.
We right there.
What day is it?
Oh, it's New Year's Eve, and we're not even drinking.
Yep. Sober as shit right now.
Which
Don't need that.
Yo, it's kind of ironic because I was drunk every episode so far.
We'll get there.
Yeah, low key, but yeah. So, moderator.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Topic.
Snacks in the building. Yeah, I mean, stocked up. We live.
Oh, the technical difficulties?
What happened?
No, hurry up.
Oh. All right, cool. Y'all see me.
Yo, there we go. Yo,
All right, eating booty for breakfast. Let's go. All right, guys, let's start off with the NFL, all right?
Yo, hold on, wait. Before you start the topic, I just got to ask you a question. Where the fuck you find the Kmart shirt that matched that hat?
Walmart.
Clean.
Walmart, it's where
My
I go.
boy shedded to Columbia for today.
Nigga, like,
he came in dressed up.
Oh,
for
yes,
y'all.
sir.
Double from
Yo, can you
fucking
say the
Willy
damn
Wonka and
topic,
shit.
please?
Yo, these niggas won't leave me alone. All right, guys. So, how you guys feel about Nathaniel Hackett getting fired from the Broncos? Alrighty. Oh shit, sorry.
Damn, moderator, hurry up. Faster hands. There we go.
Good.
I don't.
It's
want
good
me to
it
say it?
happened. It's good it happened. I'll just say it. The Broncos, this whole thing this year has been a complete wash. Like, this has been terrible. No, I don't think anyone thought this year for the Broncos was going to be this bad. I knew there was going to be growing pains, but like, you might have to throw everything away and like start over.
You
Bronco
think they got?
country. Let's ride.
Honestly, I don't blame the head coach. I blame Will's favorite quarterback.
He's not my favorite quarterback.
Russell Wilson
He's not my
is
favorite
your.
quarterback. You stay saying that.
Yo, we had the receipts. What are you
My
talking
favorite
about,
quarterback,
bro?
the only motherfucker who I have jerseys for is Thomas Patrick
bro,
Edward Brady.
bro. We have receipts. I'm gonna play it back.
I said Russ
Is the best quarterback in the
slept
league.
on.
He says the best quarterback in
is
the league.
slept on, and he's at a down point. But you thought Russ was worse than Zach Wilson. And
No, I
Zach
didn't.
Wilson, you picked him. We could go back to it.
I didn't
But
say. I didn't say
picked
Russ.
Zach Wilson
I
over
didn't say
Russ.
Russ was worse than
I
Zach
picked
Wilson.
Zach Wilson over Russ.
I said it was
I'll
better
still
than
do
Zach
it.
Wilson.
Oh,
I'll still pick Zach Wilson.
I said
over
you
was
Russ.
can't, bro.
Got a better record. Hey, Zach Wilson about to go to the playoffs, my boy.
That defense about to go to the
I don't know. Honestly, they're in a very tough division. AFC West.
Nathaniel,
Young offense.
what? The Broncos?
But
I don't blame the head coach.
it was his first year, right?
Yeah.
It's a business decision. That's what it is.
I mean, you know what? Juan said something in the group chat, and as to why he got fired, and that's exactly it. I think he benched Russ. You don't bench the quarterback that you just
mil?
paid
All that
$250,000
money.
to.
You
So
get me?
they got him out of there, but I definitely think the new ownership is definitely thinking we just fired him. Now it's on Russ. If Russ doesn't perform next year, the Walton family got a lot of money. They'll eat that contract.
I'm going to be honest. We had talked about this already about what we thought was going to happen with the Broncos not achieving what they expected them to achieve. So it was kind of up in the air of like, they're not gonna fire Russ. Obviously, they just gave him all that money. They're gonna give him at least 2 years to try to see if he can meld or mesh into that system, because that's a new system. Russ has always been with one system his whole entire career. So coming into a new team, new faces, new personalities, just people that you got to kind of build some chemistry with.
Right. It's hard for system quarterbacks to kind of adjust to new systems.
So
basically.
somebody had to be a scapegoat for this season. Like Marco said, Hackett may not have deserved to get fired, but somebody got to be
The scapegoat.
the sacrificial lamb of the, what is it, the 3 and fucking 3
Hey, you
14
benched
season.
a quarterback that they paid $250,000 to. I mean,
$250,000? $250,000,000.
quarter billion. You're right. If I'm an owner, I'm firing that guy too. Like, we just invested all this money. What the fuck are you doing? If he dies out there, fucking, you better leave him out there.
Fact. Shout out Tua. Seriously, bro.
Oh man.
Nah, but
All right, guys. Derek Carr got benched. How you guys feel about that?
Derek Carr.
About time.
Fire Josh McDaniels, bro.
Josh McDaniels, is he overrated as coach?
Yeah, because we already saw he can't coach.
What do you mean over?
He can't coach. Worth
People
a
didn't
damn.
have a high bar for him because he's done this before with the Broncos.
I mean, but maybe it was like his resurrection. No, I know, but like
Only reason he won it, if he won anything, I think with the Broncos, wasn't he with? Didn't he have a Tebow to start?
yeah,
didn't he?
I think they went 8-0.
No, so he went 6-0, and
No,
then after that he won like he lost more than he won. They were
Nah,
like
bro.
8-8 that season. It was
yeah,
crazy.
no. I think what happened was he went 8 in a row, then he lost the last 8. I think that's what happened.
No, he was 6-0. They
You know
ended
what?
up going like 8-8 that season.
I'm gonna look it up.
And then there was that one season when Tebow did start. They went on that losing streak,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and then they was like, "Fuck it,
Yeah, I think
Tebow time."
I think it was
That
like-
motherfucker. They ain't look back.
it was like 3 games
Tebow
into the next
did.
season, and then McDaniels got fucking canned, bro.
I don't know, but Derek Carr getting fired. Yeah, fired because he got benched. He lost his starting job.
Yeah.
You would have to think he's going somewhere else. I'm hoping he goes to
XFL?
the Commanders. I'm hoping he goes to the
Who,
Commanders.
Josh McDaniel?
No, Derek Carr.
Oh, Derek Carr. My bad.
I'm hoping they can
I wasn't paying attention.
find. No, I hope fucking Josh McDaniels goes to manage a CVS or something. Like, like, oh my gosh.
A fucking Publix or some shit.
Did Derek Carr to the Commanders?
I mean, they got that young receiving core, young running backs. The
I'll be
defense
honest
is
with you,
all right.
Derek Carr to the San Francisco.
Hey, you were just talking about the Jets kind of being in the mix. The Commanders are in the mix. They're in the mix right now.
With Heineke, though.
Yeah, that's the thing. The Commanders.
Derek
people-
Carr would be a little step up for, or Derek Carr go to the Jets. Maybe
Mm.
I like him in New York.
Now
I think
I'll
he
say
can handle
this, right?
pressure.
If he goes to the Jets with that defense, I think they can actually do something.
Yeah, I
In
think
the
so.
come on,
I think so.
In the AFC,
Low
for
key,
sure,
I think so.
they could come out.
They get Brees Hall back. You
Yeah,
know, you-
hand the ball off every time. Don't throw the ball at all. Hand the ball off just to Brees Hall.
yo,
Hand the
honestly,
ball.
that's not a bad.
Put Zach Wilson on the bench. Let him learn from a
But
quarterback
honestly,
that's been doing this for a little bit.
If you're the Jets, are you trading for Derek Carr or are you signing Lamar Jackson?
Can I interrupt you guys real quick?
Yeah.
Lamar's not signing with New York.
Why not?
He's not fucking going there, bro.
Why not? Why wouldn't he?
If I'm Lamar Jackson, I'm going to Miami, bro.
What?
I'm going back home. Because Tua's
Home.
career is over, bro.
I'm sorry. Home don't take care of quarterbacks. Look at what Tua's doing. Look at Tua.
I don't like him.
Why
I'm
do y'all
not-
think y'all really think Lamar is like booking it out of there?
Yeah, because they're not paying him.
Yeah,
bro.
and look at what he's got to work with down there for weapons.
Bro,
Who?
I don't know.
Fucking ancient Deshaun Jackson.
I think it. Fuck, I was gonna say a
Agent.
scheme that fits well for him would be obviously like a team like Arizona, maybe even. I don't know. Like if we're looking at teams that need a QB bad, but like
And you got to think about the fit. Derek Carr's an aired out quarterback. He's a kind of an old school quarterback. So I'm looking at teams with like deep threats that got wide outs that could get downfield and he could get them the ball. You know,
Y'all
that
really
could
think-
create separation.
Oh,
Y'all
Juan,
really
you were
think-
right. You were right.
y'all really think New York is like
Snacks knows best.
the destination
Hey,
that has
I'm
that?
thinking if I'm a quarterback going into the free agent market, New York is looking like a good destination.
The only thing, low key,
running backs, receivers, old line need a little tweaking. That defense is good.
but honestly, I'm thinking about it now. Juan might be onto something. If it's about money, Lamar Jackson, there's no state income tax in Florida. The income, yo,
Bro,
fucking-
I'm looking at how Miami just
Bro.
handled Tua. If I'm a quarterback, I'm not even looking at Miami.
Yeah,
I'm not even. Nope.
we
I don't know.
y'all really. I think Lamar ends up going to like if he does end up leaving Baltimore because I just don't see any team. How many years has he been injured? Let me put it like
Who,
that.
Lamar?
Yeah, Lamar.
This is his first time being really injured. Like
So, but how
Yeah,
many-
I don't think
Yeah.
major injury. I don't
nah,
think.
didn't
No,
he get injured in college?
he could have, but
Well,
I
am I
mean,
getting- am I
that's
getting
a
mixed
little
up?
while ago.
Yeah, but
Even if
but people pay Lamar Jackson.
No, he'll get big money, but it's like the teams that like kind of already have like as one would say serviceable option. Are you gonna pay a guy big money and not really like? Let me put it like this: from the span of time that you've seen Lamar playing,
You trying to say Lamar sucks?
no, Lamar's nasty, but Lamar hasn't taken that next step in the playoffs where a lot of people expect you, if you're going to get that big money, you got to be the franchise QB that when we go to the playoffs, you're taking shit over.
I agree with that, but I'd also agree with the notion that he hasn't had that guy in the playoffs. Like when the Ravens go to the playoffs, who's their guy? Lamar.
Right.
Who's the guy he has to rely on?
John Harbaugh.
John
Yeah,
Harbaugh.
the dude on the
coach.
sideline, not blocking, not catching no passes, not returning no kicks, no punts. Like
So you think he's just missing that star
I
receiver?
think they gotta get him. Like they got who's their tight end? His name's slipping me right now.
Mark Andrews?
But they got a Pro Bowl tight end. But they need some outside, like they need some people on the outside that can go get the rock.
Because they had
They had Hollywood Brown.
Hollywood Brown,
But he was
he fucking can't
He
catch,
didn't
bro.
pan out. People going with these small, slender framed, soft ass receivers,
You
bro.
know, big Calvin
Yeah,
Johnson.
Nah.
Big motherfucker
If-
out there
if-
to go get you a DK. Motherfucker.
Think about the situation. Tyreek just got paid by Miami. If Tyreek Hill was like, you know, fuck this, I'm out of here. Him in Baltimore? You don't think that would be a potent ass combination? Lamar Jackson and Tyreek Hill?
Well, what are you talking about, bro?
What are you talking about?
Nah, I wouldn't want to see that.
Why is he gonna go to Baltimore for?
I wouldn't want to see that.
What do you mean?
That's a hypothetical.
That is hypothetical.
It's a good one.
It's still,
but
that's
I
a
wouldn't
good
want
ass.
But why would he? Like, he's doing great.
Because Tua is fucked up right now. Do you see Miami with Tua not being available going into like say if Tua's like opts out next year? Like, I'm fucked up. What,
and
is
Tyreek got to
just gonna
go
sit
into
there and
next
be on a
year
shit
with
team?
like who's the
He's
Miami
used to being
backup?
in the mix. You know what I mean? Some players don't like just being on the sidelines on a shit team. So like a good option would be like, fuck, Lamar needs a number one option. Obviously, you guys are saying that the receiving core,
But he don't get
is
to choose
sloppy.
what he gets to trade it for.
What if he's like, I want to go to Baltimore? Baltimore might throw some money at
Yo,
him.
this not the NBA. They're not like players don't choose
Yeah,
where they want to
NFL
go.
ain't going for that. I
Yo,
want to go to
they-
Baltimore. They be like, okay,
I don't give a. Okay, you want to go Baltimore? Okay.
Hey.
fucking take a vacation.
I think there's some leverage in a star player being like, hey, I don't want to go anywhere else but here.
I don't think
Maybe
so.
for Tom Brady, that's about it.
Bro, I honestly don't think so.
That's as far as that goes.
Bro,
I
the
think.
the NFL business, they don't play like that. They can say, "Oh, you want to fuck around? All right."
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
This
that's true.
53 guys on this.
Less
thing.
leverage, I guess. There is less leverage because in the NBA there's less players. In
Right,
general.
right.
All right, guys. That was a great topic. Now I got another one for you guys. All right. is a
Fucking
new
social
segment.
studies teacher as
Yeah.
transition.
History
All
teacher,
right.
Sounds
the
like
PE
fucking-
teacher.
Hey, sounds like an HR customer service director or some shit.
Shut up.
All right, guys. New segment for y'all. It is the bench, franchise, or cut. Now we have the quarterbacks edition here. We have Dak Prescott, Tua Tagovailoa, and Kirk Cousins. Who we benching? Who we cutting? And who's our franchise quarterback? Go.
So as a Cowboys fan,
Yeah, hold on. Technical difficulties. The dude,
1 second. There we
Okay, good job.
go. So as a Cowboys fan, I would like to cut all three of these quarterbacks. But if I have to choose,
Dak, Tua, Kirk.
I'm going to cut Tua, I'm going to bench Kirk, and I'm going to start Dak. But
Oh, ooh.
I feel like regardless of who I start out of those three, I'm ending up with like a 8-8 or a 8-9 record. They added that one more game, so I don't know how that figures in. But yeah, I'm looking at about 50-50 either way, I think. Regardless of the defense.
I hear you.
I'm looking at 50-50.
This is coming from the perspective of like you're building a team and you have the choice between those three. Those three guys.
Building a
can
team.
Build your team. Those are your options. You have to pick one.
Okay.
One's getting one. You have the option to keep any of them, go through training camp, all that shit. But at the end of the day, one has to get franchised.
Dak.
I'm going. So mine's is gonna be. I'm gonna cut Kirk.
Oh,
I'm cutting Kirk.
damn.
Was it benching? The next one.
Yeah, bench.
I'll bench Dak, starting Tua.
Interesting perspective because I thought everybody was gonna be like cut Tua off rip
Nah.
just because of the injuries
Nah.
and the concussions
He's
going
young.
on. He is young. Honestly, out of those three, I think Tua has the most potential.
Potential.
Because
Potential.
he's a Bama boy. But
isn't he Hawaiian or some shit?
he went to Alabama.
Yeah, he went to him. But
So that make Matt Ryan a Bostonian?
No, Matt Ryan is a fucking joke artist.
Go ahead, Will.
jokey boy,
If
Matt Ryan.
I had to pick who I'm gonna cut, I'd actually cut Tua. I'm benching Kirk and I'm franchising Dak. Simply because.
But why? No wait. But before you, why you guys cutting Tua over Kirk?
We went over this, I think, a couple weeks ago. Kirk, he's been around. He knows what it takes to win. He's won in big moments, but he's also shit the bed in big moments. I definitely think he knows how to lead a team. So
over Tua. I mean, I guess that's fair, but I think I don't believe in Kirk.
Tua's got the. I'm not believing in Kirk. That's why he's on the bench.
Yeah.
You know, if my franchise guy get hurt, I don't believe in him either. But
my reasoning for cutting Tua is simply, I think Tua has a lot of athletic, potential where obviously he has a good arm. He can air it out. He's shown, some versatility in the offense while playing for Miami. But I'm keeping Kirk on the bench because, like Jaron was just saying, veteran in the league, has experience, has shown that he can manage game situations and not fuck it up too bad. You know what I mean? So having him as a bench backup QB, I just feel like he's the step up over Tua. Dak, I think Dak gets a really bad rap in the league, and the Cowboys really don't give him the appreciation they should. Because I think Dak is nice, but he's just on a team where that limelight is constantly on you. So one mistake, they're like, oh, this dude is fucking trash.
Exactly, because he's not that guy.
Well,
why do you think he's not that guy?
Because
Will said a lot of.
I think he's not that guy.
No, I just said Tua doesn't have the experience. Kirk has a lot of more veteran experience. Tua makes mistakes constantly. Tua hasn't made a shit ton of mistakes this year. How many interceptions has he thrown in the season alone? I know it's over. It's in the double digits. It's damn near around the same.
I know these past couple games he's been.
And you got weapons on that offense.
No.
You got Jalen Waddle.
Yeah,
you got Tyreek Hill. You got weapons.
No, but you said you're bringing up Dak. It's not that you picked Dak over those two guys. You were saying that Dak is one of the guys. He's underappreciated.
He is underappreciated.
I don't know.
What do you think Dak ranks in QBs in the NFL right now?
Like mid-tier.
Top 15.
Like mid-tier. Yeah, mid-tier.
Top 15. So
yeah, he's right there. Serviceable.
Good take.
He could win a Super Bowl. He could win a Super Bowl with a good defense.
Right. With a good team, he could win a Super Bowl.
I've seen Dak put up some numbers where I'm like, this guy's making these. He's executing it to an extent where there's trash.
Mm-hmm.
There's people who are in the middle of the pack where if you give them star players to make up for the lack of talent to get them to that level, and then there's Dak who can. He's made some plays where I'm like, all right, Dak did his thing, and I'm like, bro, these throws aren't just making themselves. He's making some plays out there.
My thing with Dak is I feel like a lot of my fellow Cowboy fans look at him as like a A+ quarterback, when realistically he's like a C+ B- quarterback.
Yeah.
I give him a B. I give him a B+. I'm not saying he's an A. I'm giving him a B+. Over the other two options.
That's not bad. He just. He's going to have a good career. He'll be in the Cowboys Hall of Fame. I don't know about NFL Hall of Fame. But
I think when you play for America's team, you're kind of looked upon as like.
And you got to bring it.
Exactly.
You got to.
You just looked at as like
every
he's
year.
the guy. You know what I mean? And
you know what would be a good conversation one day? Romo or Dak?
Romo.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
100%,
yes.
bro.
Maybe that's just me still
Why?
yearning for years.
Why?
Pull up the
You
numbers.
gotta explain.
We gotta pull up the numbers. No.
Romo was a dog.
Yeah, that's for the next episode.
Yeah, we got to crunch the numbers for real. But in the time
I was gonna say, yeah.
In the years he played, Romo was a dog.
Yeah, they were stat padded. He's the Russell Westbrook of QBs, if you want to put it like that.
oh my God, Will.
All right, come on, let's go there.
All right, so we're doing the
Wait.
What?
Y'all really think Tony Romo's nice?
Bro, this thing's gonna be like 35 minutes long.
Yeah, bro. He's mad nice. We're gonna,
Nigga got like one playoff win.
fucking William. Oh my goodness. All right, guys.
One's
So
a Bulls
same
fan.
segment: bench, cut, or franchise. Now your choices are Jamar Chase, Devonta Smith, and CeeDee Lamb. Who you guys picking?
Ooh, so
Start with Jaren.
Damn.
We cutting Devontae, benching Jamar. We franchising CeeDee.
Fucking
You already know.
Fucking Cowboys.
Eights in the club.
Oh my
Let's
God.
go,
Cowboys
CeeDee.
bias.
Y'all go ahead.
I mean, to give Jaren the benefit of the
CeeDee?
doubt.
CeeDee a top 10 receiver
You
this
know what?
year. Check the stats.
yo.
My boy's balling
This
this
year.
year.
I'm cutting Smith.
It's his second year. It's his second year. He's
That was
balling.
Jamar's second
He's
year
balling.
too.
He's balling.
I'm cutting Smith, benching CD, starting Chase.
CeeDee's still on the squad. You're doing good.
You're
You're doing good. You're doing good. You're doing good. Look at that. They ain't even get it. They ain't even get it. They ain't
Exactly
even
what
get
I
it.
got. Exactly what
They
I was
ain't even
thinking
get
too.
it.
Fuck.
Yeah, I got CD. Now he's good, but yeah, Devonta Smith. He's having a good season too. But now I believe in Jamar Chase though.
Jamar Chase is that dude.
Yeah, I believe in Jamar
Nah,
Chase. Yeah, I think he's like.
In that Super Bowl, just him in the Super Bowl, I was like, he's no joke.
He was
You can't
cooking
cover-
Ramsey, remember?
He was cooking him. You can't cover him, man. You can't cover him 1-on-1.
You can't. Nah, I don't think anyone can.
I think he's exposed damn near every corner.
But
in the
question-
league.
Oh, nah. Actually, Sauce.
Yeah.
Sauce ain't lock him up, but Sauce was.
He clamped him a little
Hey,
bit.
so what you say?
Sauce
So
had
what
to
you say?
clamp him a little
So what you're saying is my MVP sleeper wasn't
He not
bad.
MVP. Sauce is defensive rookie of the year, right?
Yo, I have a question though. Does CeeDee Lamb have the best hands in the NFL?
Nah,
Best hand, just straight up
best
hand?
I think it's
straight
Justin
hands,
Jefferson.
Straight
Oh,
hands.
yeah.
I'm going
Yeah.
JJ.
JJ.
Facts.
But
Bad.
is CD up there? Like just straight hand, no route.
Straight
running?
hands, yeah.
I think he's
He's definitely up there.
CeeDee Lamb's top 5 in my opinion right now. Top
Yeah,
5 for
I wouldn't argue
receivers.
that. I wouldn't argue
Off
that.
this season's performance, I'd put him in the top 5. But
What,
he's-
is he top five?
He's-
Is he? Trying to think.
He's been balling this year. This year, he really came into his own, I think.
I don't know, I gotta think
Probably
about
would have helped a little more if Dak didn't get hurt, but he really came into his own. It definitely helps also having other people around you who can catch the ball. Noah Brown, Michael Gallup, Dalton Schultz, tight end. He making plays. They got rookie tight ends coming off the bench making plays. Like,
yeah.
something's working over there for Mike McCarthy. I'll just see how long it works until he gets fired, though.
it. Yo, shout out your boy.
Yo, what if the Cowboys make well, obviously they're going to, excuse me. But what if they're, first one out of the playoffs? You think he's
I
gone?
said this when we started the NFL season, when we did that
I
episode.
remember.
It's time for Dak to go.
No, not Dak. McCarthy.
Oh, no. He
Him
I
too?
think we might have to wait it out. We've seen more from Dak than we've seen from McCarthy.
Really?
What if they go to the
In a
playoffs?
Dallas uniform, yeah, we've seen more from Dak than we have McCarthy.
What if they go into the playoffs? Dak puts up 350 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Still lose.
They lose. Is
If
it
we
on
if
him?
we lose, like the defense just gets throttled that game, and like Dak does everything he can, mind you, with him getting injured, I'm not gonna hold you. He has played pretty well this year, with the exception of the interceptions. He's played fairly well. Granted, when you're trying to put up numbers and you're throwing the ball as much as he does, you're gonna throw some interceptions.
Yeah.
But I don't know. CeeDee. We'll wrap it up with CeeDee. He a top guy.
Yeah, so
We'll see
right.
what happens.
All right, next segment, guys. So out of the playoff favorites, like the Buffalo, Kansas City, Eagles, and so on and forth, who do you think is more likely to get the upset? Getting upset.
The Vikings.
think
The
the
Vikings, bro. They're gonna the first game they play is gonna be an upset, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
do it from bottom top.
I am. It's grabbing the whole thing.
Click. Yep.
Oh, there we go.
Nigga, why are you saying?
Oh yeah. Sorry, guys.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so playoff favorites.
Listen to the commentary in the background.
Who's
That
getting
shit goes
upset?
up crazy.
Who will get upset in the playoffs? You said Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm thinking Minnesota.
Getting upset. In
We
the
don't even
playoffs.
know who's facing who though.
Yeah,
right
but just
now,
in
as it would
general.
stand.
But you're saying any matchup? Minnesota.
But any matchup, I think for Minnesota, because we've seen throughout the year, like,
Bro, they've been playing.
bro,
behind
they've been
for-
playing close games
Mhm.
with nearly every opponent. They haven't really beaten who they should beat. They really kind of inked by on a lot of those non-playoff teams. So it's kind of like when you get to the playoffs and it's real gritty, that defense really got to step up. That run game, they got to figure something out
Right.
because in the playoffs, them 60 minutes are long. You got to run that ball.
Yo, you know what? I'm gonna get destroyed, but I think Philly's losing the first game.
bro.
I think Philly's losing.
That could happen, bro.
Really?
I don't.
I don't know.
The reason why you kind of see it almost every year, where like when a breakout young quarterback has a great season, MVP
you
caliber
think it's gonna
season.
be had in the playoffs?
Yeah, like think about when Lamar, when he first went to the playoffs. Remember, I mean,
Ooh,
you know,
Lamar.
I mean, you could there's number of players you
That
could
was a
think
little
of
rough.
when young quarterbacks break out and they never show up in the playoffs. The
Who
first
is-
playoff run.
Who has the
You
playoff-
going off
Mark
history? I like that.
Mark Sanchez,
Butt fumble Sanchez.
Did he make it to the championship?
AFC
like 2
champ.
years
Yeah, he
straight?
did.
And
That defense carried him, bro.
They had LaDainian Tomlinson too.
LT.
See, the thing about the Eagles is I think they're like just legitimately that team right now. Like
I
Jalen
think,
Hurts-
yeah, that team is really
they're loaded,
fucking
and
good.
Jalen Hurts is like Jalen Hurts is not. I don't think he's like a system QB getting carried there. I think this dude is legit. Like he's one of those. Now
think
you're
he's a
gonna have to put
winner.
him- You're gonna have to put him
I
in
think
that
he's a winner.
category of like one of those.
Motherfucker,
Like, yeah,
he's a
you know,
like
you know how
born
like people,
leader.
you know how people put Patrick Mahomes in that category of like he's one of those.
I don't put him in Patrick Mahomes category.
I think if he does what is expected of him in the playoffs. What do you mean? How long did it take for Patrick Mahomes to be put in that category of this dude's nice?
His first season he started. He won
Okay.
MVP.
Jalen Hurts didn't have bad numbers his first or his second season.
No, Jalen Hurts is not bad, but he's not Patrick. Like he's not.
What do you
He's
mean?
not on that tier.
He's not Josh Allen.
Look at the numbers. His numbers ain't like trash.
But there's some things that don't even show up on the stat sheet. It's just certain things that
For who?
I'm talking
For
about.
Mahomes?
No, I'm talking about in general. Like certain star players, it doesn't show up on the stat sheet.
So you don't think Jalen Hurts doesn't do stuff behind the scenes that don't make that team better?
I think he's great. I think he's top 5.
I think you're.
But I don't think
think
he's
you're love
Patrick
drunk on Patrick Mahomes like
I don't
he's
think he's
untouchable.
Josh Allen.
Top 5. Damn.
I think you're love drunk on the Patrick Mahomes thing because Patrick Mahomes
He's not-
obviously
he's
but
not
Patrick
Patrick.
Mahomes
He's
is
not
Patrick
He's
Mahomes.
not Patrick Mahomes.
He's
You
not
just-
Patrick.
but
I'm not
you
saying
just
I'm not
said
saying
it.
he's Patrick Mahomes. I'm saying that if he does what he's supposed to do in these playoffs, he can get to that tier.
As
I
far
still
as
don't think
what?
so.
In what?
Like if they make it to the Super Bowl, and he's like does convincing fashion, you can't deny that he's built what he's done in Philly. You can't say that he just this dude doesn't deserve to be there. Patrick
to
Mahomes
be
doesn't take
honest,
that long to
he-
get there.
he resembles more Russell Wilson.
What are you talking about?
And Russell Wilson was in Seattle.
Yeah, I see that.
To me, he resembles more of like Russell Wilson.
So you're saying you just said
I'm not saying he's a system quarterback or something, but I'm just saying he resembles Russell
Play style,
Wilson.
right?
Yeah, you know what I mean? And like the team, like how like he has
Yeah,
you know-
you know what? The teams even are pretty identical.
you know,
If
like
look at
I don't see him. Patrick
everything.
Mahomes is like
Not this Eagles team is more loaded than I think Seattle.
way
ever been.
loaded.
what more loaded than that
Like
defense.
offense.
Oh,
No,
offense. Oh, yeah.
offensively.
And their defense is nuts too. So it's
it
not
is,
like
it is.
I could see why you would compare them, but like I think it's different in the Russell situation where Russell Wilson kind of was more of a sling first quarterback. Like he was a thrower. That's one of the reasons why Seattle brought him there to get the ball out in the pocket. He could move a little bit, but Jalen Hurts is a dual threat. Like you know how people treat
Yeah,
Lamar, where like Lamar can throw it, but he
Right.
can still move. Jalen Hurts is fast as shit. Like he remind me of like, damn, I don't want to bring.
he is fast.
yeah.
But a dual threat.
He's a dual threat, bro. He's airing it out this season.
But
too.
to be honest, that's every quarterback
He
now.
is
No, it's not.
But
Every
they-
quarterback isn't a dual threat, bro.
his
Kyler Murray,
passing. Jalen Hurts' passing game leaves a little bit more to be desired. He's not
I
the
think
passer.
I love Jalen Hurts. I think he's great, but I don't. Maybe if he has a great playoff run, maybe he'll change my mind. But I don't see.
that's what
him.
I'm saying. I think we've just seen Patrick Mahomes have so many great playoff runs with
That's
legendary-
exactly what it is.
with a great head coach. You know what I mean? Because you got to factor that in. He has a Hall of Fame head coach coaching him in that team, building a team every year with high caliber talent.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, we'll see. But yeah, let's go. Let's speed it up.
All right, guys.